Hello there, live from your computer or a replay if you're watching it later. Welcome to Mixed Trivia Night. Very excited to bring three contestants to test their knowledge of pretty much anything we could dig up questions on, all for the glory of a $50 Bell Stores gift card. So why don't we do less talking from me and meet our contestants for tonight's trivia game. First up, we have Sam.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello there, Sam. Carol, come on down. Hello there, Carol. How you doing tonight?
Good.
Good, good. And finally, we have Chris.
Hello.
Chris, hello there.
How's it going?
Very good. You look very comfortable.
I am. I'm very
Good,
comfortable.
good. Okay, so here's how we're going to play tonight. We're going to have 3 rounds of trivia, 5 questions each round. Each question is worth 1 point. Very simple. And we will have a final round question that will allow you to wager any amount of points that you have already earned so far in the game. Pretty easy, right?
Sounds easy.
Okay. Well, with that, why don't we go ahead and get started with round 1. The theme for round 1 is birds. And here's what's going to happen. I will give you the question. Then I will give you 30 seconds to write down your answer. And then when 30 seconds is up, you'll go ahead and, as I call you, reveal your answer to the crowd. All right. Question number 1. Which bird has eyes that are larger than its brain? Which bird has eyes that are larger than its brain? Go ahead and write your answers down. The clock is ticking. I was told by our resident mixed bird expert that there is a little bit of discrepancy, but I think the question is very specific. Got about 8 seconds left to write your answers. Maybe change your mind. I don't know. We'll see. And with that, go ahead and put your pens down. Sam, let's start with you. What is your answer? Which bird has eyes larger than its brain?
Ostrich.
That is very correct. Carol, what is your answer?
I also wrote ostrich.
Okay, perfect. And finally, Chris, did you write down ostrich as well?
No, I had no idea.
Okay, I appreciate the honest answer, but you know what? It's still early in the game. Plenty of time to go. All right, so on to question 2. And just a reminder, if you could write a little bit larger, just kind of treat it like you would a whiteboard so we can all see. Question 2. What is the only bird known to fly backwards? I can barely walk backwards, let alone fly. So what is the only bird known to fly backwards? I apologize for not having any cool thinking music. Maybe next time. Maybe that's something we can work on. Got about halfway done with your time. So far, a very heated, close, competitive game after one whole question. All right. And with that, pencils down. Chris, let's start with you. What is your answer? What is the only bird known to fly backwards?
Hummingbirds.
Hummingbird. That is correct. Getting Chris on the board. Carol, what do you have?
Hummingbird.
Hummingbird is correct for your second point. And Sam, what do you have?
We have hummingbird.
All right. A clean sweep by everybody. Keeps the score margins the same. Question number 3, moving on. What is the largest living bird by wingspan? Not by how much it weighs or how long it is from beak to tail. By wingspan, what is the largest living bird? This would definitely have stumped me, so I'm glad I don't have to answer it. I'm glad I know the answer. Also, you cannot write the middle finger. This is still a family program, even though we're on the internet. But I would appreciate the humor. I would appreciate the gag there. All right. And 2, 1, pencils down. Sam, what do you have for the largest living bird by wingspan?
I'm going with turkey vulture.
I'm sorry, that is not correct. Carol, what do you have for your answer?
Eagle.
Very patriotic, not what we're looking for. Chris, were you able to pull it in?
Wandering albatross.
That is correct. Wow, Chris with the stunner, pulling himself even. I knew this was going to be a very close game. I had a feeling. Going on now to our next question. Question number 4. A flamboyance is a group of what animal? A flock, I guess, is probably appropriate. In general, birds are a flock. Got about halfway through your time. A flamboyance is a group of what animal? All right. And time is up. Pencils down. Sam, a flamboyance is a group of what animal?
Don't know. I had prairie dogs.
The most elusive bird of all is the prairie dog. That is true. Carol, what do you have?
Flamingo.
That is correct. A flamboyance is a group of flamingos. Chris, let's see it. What do you have?
Also flamingo.
That is right. Carol and Chris with the points. Sam, you're already falling behind, man.
I know. Next time.
All right, that's okay. One more question to get in this round. What is a baby swan called? I mean, they're all baby birds, so I guess that's, that makes sense. What is a baby bird called? All right, pencils down. Chris, let's start with you. What is...
Cygnets.
Okay. Carol, what do you have? Swanling. The logic holds. Anything little is a ling. That makes sense. And Sam, what do you have?
Duckling, because it made sense.
Yes. Ducks are actually just baby swans. The correct answer is cygnet. And that gives Chris the point. So here we are at the end of round 1. Some clear bird experts here on our panel now. The scores as we are sitting, heading into round 2. We have Chris in the lead with 4 points. Carol in second with 3 points. And Sam still in the game. It's still early with 2 points, going very, very strong. And before we jump into round 2, just want to take a hot minute, get to know our contestants a little bit, find out how they are adapting. And let's go ahead and start with you, Chris. Chris, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself? Where are you from?
I'm from here in Canton, Ohio.
Awesome. And how have you been keeping yourself busy during this quarantine period?
Been working the whole time. So
Okay. Well, good to see that, you seem in good health and good spirits, and clearly you're doing well on trivia. So have you had extra time to read and just learn a bunch of random things?
Yeah, some days. Usually.
Good. All right. Well, Chris, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Looking forward to seeing if you can continue the trend into the next round.
All right.
Up next, we have Carol. Carol, how are you this evening?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you. Where are you coming from tonight, Carol?
I'm in Canton.
Okay. All right. And how has your quarantine been? Have you picked up any new skills, any new hobbies that you've gotten into over the last few months?
I started to learn how to cook.
Oh, okay. What has been your new favorite dish?
Pasta salad.
Ah, simple, but so versatile. You can do so many different things with it. I love it. Well, Carol, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and looking forward to seeing you keep up the heat on Chris in round 2.
All right, thanks.
Uh-huh. And finally, Sam, how are you this evening?
Fantastic. How about yourself?
I am doing great. And are you coming to us from Canton as well?
I sure am.
All right. A clean sweep of all our contestants tonight. And what have you discovered about yourself during the quarantine?
I drink more booze than I'd like.
Is that something that's been happening, or is that just something you kind of had time to realize?
A
little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go with both.
Well, hey, look, we all got to pass the time somehow. So I don't judge anybody. You're safe in my book.
At least I don't have a tiger still.
That's true. Now you're on the right side of history. So thank you so much, Sam, for joining us tonight. And we will now jump back right into round 2. And this is a very specific category. And I feel like this is one of those categories where you do great or you don't do great. Round 2 is Harry Potter. And so what we're going to do, just to kind of streamline and make things a little bit easier for everybody who's following along as well at home, when you are done writing your answer, I will call for all of you to just put your answers up at the same time, and I'll call on you, so just in case there's any legibility issues, and then we'll just reveal the answer. Feel like that probably keeps everybody a little bit smoother. So question number 1 of round 2 for mixed trivia. In the Harry Potter series, what is the name of Harry's pet owl? Which is not a duckling, by the way. Clock ticking. In the Harry Potter series, what is the name of Harry's pet owl? All right, about halfway there. See, our papers look like they're about done, and that is your time. All right, go ahead and hold your answers up. Sam, what do we have? Hermione. Close.
I have no idea.
Real close.
Not a clue.
All right, Hagrid, kind of a mesh between two characters. Close, but not quite there, Carol. Hedwig, Chris has. That is the correct answer. Hedwig, the owl, giving Chris his 5th point of the night. I honestly expected nobody to get it, really, but, pleasantly surprised. Moving on to question number 2 of round 2, Harry Potter, our theme. What are the 4 houses at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry? Hugh Hefner's mansion, not an option. What are the 4 houses at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry and general malfeasance? Got about 8 seconds left. Really pushing your writing speed skills on this one. And pencils down. Go ahead and get those answers up on the board here. We'll start with you, Chris. We've got, what have you got there? Hufflepuff, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, and okay. It looks like you have Slytherin twice on there.
And Salazar, I don't know.
Okay, we have that is close, but not quite. Hufflepuff, Gryffindor, Slytherin, and do you have a 4th down there, Carol?
No, I couldn't think of it.
Okay. Was Sam the only one to sweep at Hufflepuff, Slytherin,
Nope.
Ravens, and Magic? Very close. Surprisingly, the one everybody missed is the one of which Harry Potter himself is a member, Gryffindor. Wow. Okay. I do appreciate just the generic Magic House name. Magic House sounds like a place where you go and it sounds like a place where you go and buy water pipes.
Yes.
You know, for things that are explicitly
Water pipe.
listed. All right, question number 3 for Harry Potter round here on Mixed Trivia. In what year was the first Harry Potter film released? We go from a lot of writing to not a lot of writing. Pretty easy that way. All right, you got about 10 seconds left. All right, and pencils down. Go ahead and put your answers up. 2005, 2001 from Chris, and 2001 from Carol. The answer being 2001. Congratulations to Carol and Chris, moving those scores up as we move through round 2. 2001 is the year I graduated high school. It's very weird that I was not cast to play a young Harry Potter. I wonder if I could get some sort of punitive damages because my reputation's been just awful since that. Moving on to question number 4. I believe we're on number 4. What is the name of the object that provides the participant names for the Triwizard Tournament? It's a very long question for a very simple answer. What is the name of the object that provides participant names for the Triwizard Tournament? Which is kind of a lie because there's more than 3 wizards in that tournament.
Fourth one would be magic.
Yes, the 4th wizard is magic generally.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you got about 5 seconds left. And pencils down. Go ahead and get your answers up there. The object that provides the participant names for the Triwizard Tournament, not the Sorting Hat, Sam. Very close. You're in the same universe. Magic,
Hey.
a magic hat, which Sorting Hat also not it. The magic question mark does not provide the names. It only provides addresses. The answer is the Goblet of Fire, which is also the name of the book. Which is also where we first saw Robert Pattinson, who would later go on to be covered in glitter. So the good news is everything stays easy with the score on that round. So finally, moving on to question 5. Who directed the movie Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban? Who directed the movie Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban? I couldn't tell you who it was if I didn't already know the answer. So this one is definitely a thinker. Steven Spielberg. It would have been probably better if it was maybe like a Martin Scorsese. It would have been a little bit darker, I think. All right, pencils down. Go ahead and put those answers up or question marks, whichever ones you want to do. Sadly, no Wes Anderson because the Wilson brothers were not in it. And no, not Martin Scorsese. Again, would have been great. Alfonso Cuaron is the correct answer. Chris, that is beautiful. Chris, are you a big Harry Potter guy?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Well, that little bit gave you just an edge on that question, so you are good. So as we wrap up Harry Potter round, looking at our scoreboard here, Chris is in the lead with 7 points. Carol in a very close second with 4 points. And Sam, well, Sam, it wasn't your round, but that's okay because you're having fun. And that's what counts. In third with 2 points. And halfway through the game here, again, just want to thank everybody who is watching live and who is watching on replay. I mean, you can still play trivia games if it's the 5th time that you've watched something. It's always fun. You may do better the 5th time around. I don't know. It depends on how good you're taking notes. So we'll get ready to move here into round 3. Something, Carol, you might have a little bit of an edge based on what you've been doing over the last few weeks. Food. These are all questions about food, and they are all objective questions. I'm not going to ask what my favorite things are. All right. Starting off, question number 1. Norway was responsible for introducing what fish for raw consumption in Japan? They're not close at all. Norway was responsible for introducing what fish for raw consumption in Japan? Got about 10 seconds left. All right, pencils down. Go ahead and throw those answers up. Salmon. Salmon from Chris. And what do we have there, Carol? Eel, which is a delicacy in Norway, but that is not the answer. The correct answer for this one is salmon. So great job, Chris. Great job to Sam. As we move on, question 2 in round 3, the category food. The Hershey Company, commonly known as Hershey, was founded in which U.S. state? I feel like this is like a 5th grade question when you're learning all about the states and the weird things that they're known for.
Especially around here.
Yeah, there is no shortage of things. That is very accurate. Does everybody have their answer already?
Yep.
Okay, well then, let's go ahead and eschew the clock a little bit. Go ahead and hold those answers up. All right, Pennsylvania, clean sweep all around from everybody. Very good job. All right, so it is just getting closer. Sam, you're doing a really good job of making this catch up, and Carol is
food is
keeping
my
that heat
deal.
on. Who doesn't love food, right? Moving on to question number 3, round 3. When used in the kitchen, sodium bicarbonate is more commonly known as what? Fancy name for a very common thing.
I'm like asking all the right questions. Oh, you put him in jail.
Vincent, what are you doing?
Hmm?
Just seeing what he was doing.
Got about 9 seconds left. When used in the kitchen, sodium bicarbonate is more commonly known as what? And pencils down. Let's see those answers. All right, so we've got pepper, salt. We've got conflicting answers. And Carol, what do you got there? Baking soda? The answer is baking soda. Carol using her kitchen knowledge to flex on everybody. All right, moving along, getting closer to the end of round 3. You guys all have some serious points to bank. Next question. The mojito is a traditional rum cocktail from which country? The mojito is a traditional rum cocktail from which country? You got about 10 seconds here. Looks like everybody's done, though. This seemed a little bit easier for some people. Why don't you go ahead and flash us your answers? Portugal from Sam, Cuba from Chris, and Spain from Carol. The correct answer is Cuba. So congratulations, Chris, on that. As we move towards the end of round 3 here, one final question remaining. What does the E stand for in the name of the American restaurant chain Chuck E. Cheese? It is not just an E. What does the E stand for in the name of the American restaurant chain Chuck E. Cheese?
Middle name. Edward.
I wish it was something very traditional and fancy, but well, it's not a middle name that I would have given myself, that's for sure. Or maybe I should have. Kind of cool. All right. There is your timer. Pencils down. Go ahead and hold up your answers.
Everyone, if you can't read that one.
And so we have an everyone, eats a lot, and what do we have there, Chris? Everyone?
Eugene.
Eugene. That is the most name one. No, I'm sorry. Nobody getting it correct. It's entertainment.
Entertainment.
So now you can go to your other friends and win bets with them by seeing if they know the answer or not. All right. So now as we wrap up round 3, here is where our scores sit right now. Carol with 6 points in a very close second. Chris with 10 points in the lead. And Sam just a bit off the pace with 4. Now, the good news is you can bet any amount of your own points heading into the final question. So go ahead and write down right now what amount of your points that you would be willing to bet with the final round category of geography. Give you a few seconds here to think about that and wager your points. Again, you can wager as many that you have. If you need to throw a Hail Mary, if you want to be conservative, maybe bet that the other people don't know the question. All right. Once you have your point wagers down, go ahead and hold them up there. All right. So Sam being very aggressive, wagering 3 points. 0 points for Chris. That's fair. All right, Carol, Carol is going for the win. I love it. I love the aggression because, at this point, it's what you got to do. All right. Your point wagers are locked in. Your final round question. Located in Cambodia, what is the largest religious monument in the world?
It's
Located in Cambodia, what is the largest religious monument in the world? We also couldn't play that final game show music because it's trademarked, and well, that's just not in the budget right now. Got about 10 seconds left. Located in Cambodia, what is the largest religious monument in the world? All right, we are at 30 seconds, so go ahead and please reveal your answers. All right, starting at the top in last place, Sam risking 3 points. The Mecca is unfortunately not the answer. So, Sam, that takes you down to 1 point. Statue of Jesus. Carol, I'm sorry. You might be thinking of Christ the Redeemer, which is in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. That also takes you down to 1 point. And Chris, Angkor Wat is the correct answer. That is the largest religious monument in the world. So your score stays the same since you were very calculated, betting 0 points. That means our final tallies tonight tied technically for second place. We can say that. Sam with 1 point. Carol, you had a fantastic run. You had to be aggressive at the end. You were left with no choice in that no man's land. Finishing second place with a point also, but very commendable game tonight. And Chris, you could have been aggressive. You could have been splurged on your points, but you were smart. You played it safe. You knew all you had to do was at least maintain, and you got the right answer. So you are a big winner tonight with 10 points. Congratulations.
all right, thank you.
You're welcome. Any words of wisdom as the winner of our first Mix 94.1 Trivia Night?
Not really.
You know what? Sometimes it's better just to have that quiet cool. So thank you so much, everybody, for playing tonight. You guys all did a fantastic job and definitely left me with some Harry Potter questions that I think we all need to get resolved. So thank you. And of course, congratulations to Chris, our big winner of that $50 Bell Stores gift card. Now, hopefully that can make your quarantine go a little bit smoother. So thank you so much for playing. Thank you so much for watching. And we will be back again next week with another Mix 94.1 Trivia Night. You can get yourself signed up right now at mix941.com.